Hey guys, welcome back. So, I'll be showing you clips of a bioswale when it's in action and not in action. This is in action. It's usually a lot more rain than this, but hey, it's not raining that much. But still, this is a great resemblance on how it's supposed to work. And the bioswale that I'll show you when it's dried up, that's like a day or two after rain. So yeah, this is a light rain, but this is in action. Here are our two bioswales. One and two over there. I'll show you both of them. Where we live, the wintertime has a lot more rain than the summertime. Storm drain. So, the bioswale sign telling us, hey, it's a bioswale. This is the better one because they just cleaned it out, and this is the better one to show because it's a little bit more clean. Here is it. There's the pipe. There's the water coming out of it. I have a GoPro, so I don't care too much about sticking it in the water. Okay, so there we are. These rocks are just to make sure the water doesn't erode this, because one time when it's super rainy, water overflows it. So, yeah. These things ain't pre-planted, they just came out over the years. Oh, these little horsetails. Let's see how much we can clear this up. These ain't really supposed to be here. They just got seeded over the years. Oh, the water is nice and cold. There we go. I was lowering the water level. That's a little bit lower, but still pretty high. These ain't supposed to be here, they just seeded over the years. These got planted. So the water, come on! Got the little pokey plants, the pokey weeds that just stubbed me. So, here's the water. It's water. It is just making its way down, and it filters out by the plants and also soaks it in. Oh, there's a bird. If you saw how much water over there was coming, you could be impressed on how little water on this end is coming out. Not that much. Whatsoever. So yeah, and there's like a little itty bitty pipe coming down here to this one, this little, I don't know what you would call it, little rock structure. I'm guessing something to do with the groundwater that I showed you in the other video that was dried up, or mainly. Ah, litter bugs. Here is it. You can sort of see. You can see the drain from the other video, but here's where mainly all the water is coming from. It's just coming right out of the ground. That's all groundwater right there. If you know why it does that, just please comment in the video, because I've always been wondering why it does that. Now let's check out the other bioswale. Crossing the street. We should look both ways. Here's the other bioswale. I can smell an earthy aroma. This one doesn't do as good of a job filtering out the water, but hey, it's older and it handles more water, but still. You can see a lot more water. Now it's getting overwhelmed. The pipe down there can't suck up all that water, so it's going to fill up. And if at most it would do this, go up there and into that drain. But it won't. Shoot! Dang it! I slipped. That's why you gotta be careful. There's the swale doing a walk around. These are people's properties. This is a public area per se. This little water that you see down here is coming from a little French drain people have in their properties. They don't mind if it spills down here. This is all stormwater, so that's why I'm not going crazy about stepping in it like, ew, it's stormwater, it's sewage, and sewage disgusting. No, it's just rainwater from the streets and houses, roofs, stuff like that. And here is where the water is coming out. They're planning to redo this one, but Corona postponed it. It's coming, the pipe is pretty much right under me. It's coming from up here, from the street. As right here is the street that the water gets fed from. Here's a view from up here. Clean off that lens for you guys. Here's that view from up here. The water, one is a silt got in the channel, so it needs to make its own way, but you can see the water's flushing out different ways because there's a pipe down there that's very deep, but it's backing up and doing other ways around instead of doing its natural way. This is all like street water. Let's do the other side walk around. And I'll show you that when it's dry, when it's not raining. Litter. Apple tree that nobody uses anymore. Just gets in the swale. Rotten apples. Disgusting. Look at all this silt right here. Pretty disgusting. That's why they're going to replace it, because this happens. This silt is not helpful for water cleaning and purification. It sort of like blocks it and makes it less efficient. So that's why they're redoing it, because it's already done its lifespan. And to keep it efficient, they'll need to redo it. This right there is somebody's fence. Used to be faulted down, so they're propping it back up. Tall grass. And there you go. That's the Bioswale. This is a Bioswale when it's not raining. We are still in the wet months, so there's going to be some water, but there's not going to be a ton of water. This is a new one that they redid a few years ago. This is a great example of what this does. I'm just protecting the information. So it pretty much just cleans water throughout plants, and then it sends it right back to the stream. Like right over there, there's a stream system. So this swale works this street right here. It's a completely different system instead of sewer. So this is just rainwater. So here's the pipe from the street right here, and it goes. They mow this, I think it's 3 times a year. Huh, this is new. Here are all leaves from fall. It goes down here. I've once seen that thing halfway gushing with water, and the drain over there was having no water whatsoever coming into it. So it's amazing what these things can soak up. One, it cleans the water, and it also soaks it up. This right here, these were planted, but this wasn't. It was just normal grass that soaked in. I believe these were also planted. It does a U to save space. See the water smash these leaves down, these stuff down. Comes down here and into there. Once the water has been going over there, down there, and flooding this place, like right here. Because what happens is that pipe over there is bigger than this pipe. So one is the main up there. If the water level goes so high, it bypasses the whole entire swale and just goes right to the stream over there. But the water will rise because there's more water coming in then it can come out. So this is a reducer right here. This is the first drain. Never seen it come to the second drain, but if it has to, it would come up here and into this drain where there's a bigger pipe instead of the smaller pipe. You guys can take a look. Pretty cool. But usually it comes into this pipe right here. There's still water coming out because of groundwater, and also it's the wet season. All this water can get soaked up into here and clean out. This pipe right there down there is going over there that I'll show you in a moment. The water would just waterfall and drain into that one and then go to the stream over there. So this is also a retention pond, so there's not going to be as a dramatic flash flood. If there's plenty of rain, it won't flood the streams as much and destroy property. It'll take a little bit more time to drain. That means less serious flooding. And this system is separate from sewers, because in sewers, other parts of where I live, they have a sewer stormwater in the same system. So whenever it rains, their treatment plants get overwhelmed and they have to dump raw sewage, and then that's money that they get fined by the EPA, Environmental Protection Agency. It's a government agency, and they get in trouble. Now they built overflow silos to hold the water. So, but this doesn't have to worry because it just gets from the streets and then goes right into our streams after the bioswale. Right here, I'm not sure what it is. I've always been wondering. I'm guessing this is something to do with groundwater escaping. It's just rock formation. It's purposely put in here. And then there's a drain in here, like the groundwater gets flushed out. The groundwater is coming right out of there, out of nowhere, pretty much. And then there's a drainage right here. There's a drainage, there's an itty bitty drainage pipe that goes to that pipe that I showed you inside the sewer. Coming in there. And if you can see, that green thing is a pipe that comes there, comes from here all the way down to that drain over there. So this is one of our drains. This is a little stormwater stream right there. It's just engulfed by invasive plants. I wish it wasn't, but it is. It's pretty much invaded by blackberry bushes, the spiky ones. So now we're going to the other one. This is the older one in a different type. This one is mainly original to 1997, where this neighborhood was built. This one was dug out and redid a few years ago. So this is holding that street. They redid these signs like a few months ago. This one mainly always has water going in it, and one is just not as good as a filter. It really keeps more of that water. The other one does a much better job. This one needs to get changed out. There's too much silt inside that it doesn't do as good of a job cleaning. But it's the same thing with the double drain thing. But this one always pretty much runs. Better clear that. Here it is. It's nice and ice cold water. If you see that crease right there, it has been up to there, so the water, because it's not completely sealed, the water can seep through those two pieces of concrete. So the water just pretty much floods this whole entire thing. A little bit of a different design from that one, but sort of the same concept. There's like 1-inch main channel, and then there's more of a floodplain. Oh, bird. And people use this, these houses use this as, they can put their drainage, their little French drains to pour out here. Like one is right here. Never mind, it's somewhere else. But there is one here. This is an older one that they are planning to redo. Like this summer has already passed. They postponed it due to coronavirus. But this swale right here is for this street. And then same thing, there's a pipe from there. One is there's a bypass pipe right there. So if it gets too high, the water will bypass through the system. Pipe going there, and then the pipe from there to there. Because that is where the, this is where the pipe is. The intake, or just pipe in general. I wouldn't step in it because this one, I've been in here with boots. It's much worse because more silt and just more dug out. But yes, it needs to be cleaned. Little blue ball over there. So I'm just going to circle it. This apple tree is nice, but at the same time it's horrible. I'm hoping they take that down when they redo it. Not because I don't like trees, it's these apples. What happens is it really, this doesn't really get, people don't eat these apples. So it just rots and just disgustingness on the ground, and then also clogs up here. So yeah. Uh-oh. What happened here? Looks like somebody dumped a tree, or they cut down this baby tree. Oh. Looks pretty recent. Come on, please. Don't do that. Rest in peace, tree. I hope you get planted again. But there's apples. Not that good apples, but there's apples. You can see they're starting to grow. I don't know if these are good apples. Never tried it and pretty much never will. But, yeah. So, thanks for watching this video. It would be awesome if you could like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Ew! Little blooper. Somebody dumped their pumpkins from Halloween here. You have compost. Put them in the compost bin. And don't put it in a public place like this. This is just disgusting. Also, it's already starting to mold and stuff. Here's a little littered blue ball. And now, I'll say goodbye.